Welcome to Covid-19 Update 5. This one is about getting help, and I'm Rebecca, CEO of Your Own Place, a social enterprise that supports people to prevent homelessness. Why are we doing these videos? Because we've been listening to people and we all have lots of questions. We've had some great feedback from our first 4 videos and we've won more after this. So that's what this is all about, and welcome to our 5th video. We're all still social distancing and things are really slowly starting to shift, although we don't know when many of us will be returning to work or school or college. Things are going to be weird for a while longer, and we expect announcements on things like face masks and how we return to work. I'm waiting for the official guidance on all of that too. So thank you for staying home with me for this 5th video. I appreciate it's not easy. Even when we've been doing it now for 6 weeks. So these announcements are getting boring, but please keep washing your hands. Protect others by covering your mouth when you cough and put the tissue in the bin. Stay at home, and if you're in the shielded group, even more important to stay at home to keep everyone well. What can we do? We can exercise for about an hour a day, of course keeping that social distance of a couple of metres. We can still shop for essentials, we can even get things delivered and keep up to speed on the Gov.uk website and official health websites. Our top tips for your well-being during this time. We want you to stay well. Please try to avoid those unofficial websites. Some of them are trying to scare you. Try to sleep well, eat well and drink lots of water. Try to structure your day by doing other things, perhaps avoiding social media for periods, but also mentalhealth.org has some great tips for looking after yourself. So the structure of these sessions is a short intro, which we've just done, the main content and signing off. Last time we talked about getting online safely. They're all on our YouTube channel. Today is about getting help. It's a bit of a roundup of previous videos with some new bits on domestic abuse, gambling and cooking and food too. We've covered several topics over the last 4 weeks, so this one brings a few of our top tips all into one place because people often need help now and fast. 1. Getting help with benefits, housing and rent. So what might you want help with? Universal credit, statutory sick pay and understanding furloughing are the big things right now. There have been changes to universal credit and some of those changes may mean you are now eligible. The other change is not having to attend appointments in person, especially if you're having to self-isolate. It may be worth again checking your eligibility. This includes for statutory sick pay. 2. Getting help with housing and rent. So what might you want help with? Rent and eviction. From the 26th of March, almost all renters became protected from eviction proceedings. No one will be forced out of their homes or evicted at this point. As far as we know, this will be for 3 months. Please though, you've still got to pay the rent. Gas and electric top-ups. If you're struggling, please speak to your supplier or a landlord as a first step. They may be able to send you a preloaded top-up card or do it for you. I've been speaking to loads of landlords in the last few weeks and they are going to great lengths to support people in this way. Number 3, getting help with money. So what might you want help with? Getting into debt. At the moment, banks are offering a 3-month freeze on credit card repayments. You will still have to pay that money back at a later date. Banks can also offer £500 interest-free overdrafts. 4. Getting help with getting online safely. So what might you want help with? Accessing help and services. Lots of people of all ages and all backgrounds are struggling to get online. And many of us have realised just how vital this is during this crisis. So we recommend the BT website Skills for Tomorrow. It covers so much ground about getting online, using services, forms, apps and other platforms. There's loads there. 5. Getting help with your health and emotional well-being. Through all of this, your health and well-being are of paramount importance. We're all suffering and in so many ways. So what might you want help with? Mental health support. We all respond differently to bereavement, to loss, to change and to uncertainty. The important thing to know is you are not alone. There is no right way to feel and it will pass. We can't stress enough how helpful it is to speak to people, to look after yourself and to find time to be at peace and have downtime, and we'll share our websites. Number 6, getting help with domestic abuse. So what help might you want? We've heard that calls to domestic abuse helplines have gone up by over 50% during the lockdown period. Many people, mostly women, will be terrified and more alone than ever. So in terms of where to get help and staying safe, we learned this week that Boots the Chemist is providing a safe space in their pharmacies. People just need to ask at the counter. They will then have safe access to a 24-hour helpline, or you can reach victim support on 0800 640 8419. 7, getting help with gambling. Some people who perhaps have had previous issues with gambling are finding the current downtime very difficult, and it can trigger gambling behaviour. So what might you want help with? Where to get help, including for your loved ones. You may be a loved one right now. If you have questions or concerns about your own gambling or about that of a friend or a family member, the best place to start is the National Gambling Helpline on a free phone number 0808 8020 133, and you can visit the National Gambling Treatment Service. 8, getting help with food and cooking. Some of us are under financial pressure and struggling to feed ourselves and our families. So what might you want help with? You might want to know what help is available locally and some good cost-effective recipes too. The team at Your Own Place are part of a scheme that can deliver a few free cooked meals in the Norwich area. Please get in touch with me if that would be helpful. At the end of this video are the details of the Trussell Trust, who run food banks throughout the area. And if you haven't seen Jack Monroe on her Cooking on a Bootstrap website, you haven't understood just how much fun you can have with a few tins and still meet everyone's different dietary requirements and wishes. So, as we draw to a close, our top 5 tips for getting any help. 1, be upfront and honest if you're struggling. People want to help. 2, try and get help sooner rather than later, before you're so stressed. 3, please watch out for scams. Check things out thoroughly first. 4, speak to your landlord. They have lots of contacts and places that can help. Some are helping with food parcels, gas top-up. 5, check out any terms and conditions before you borrow any money, sign up online, or make any commitments. Our top websites on each of the areas mentioned today will be listed for you at the end of this video. So as we come to the last bit, what are you going to do today to feel a bit better? We've talked about enjoying yoga, making smoothies, online pub quizzes. How about listening to a bit of music on Spotify? It's still free. And maybe doing nothing for a few minutes. There's also the Calm app. It's a great meditation app that I enjoy. I use it for just 10 minutes most mornings to have my moment of still. Stay safe, stay kind, and stay thoughtful. And thanks for joining me again. Please follow us on our social media for our trusted campaign. See you next week for our final update about getting back to work. And we finish with our useful websites.